She appreciates when Dad gets the right pour. Okay, man. Hi, hello everyone. Good evening. Hi. It is really awesome to see so much love here for Jason and Julianne tonight in one place. I mean, yeah, I love you guys. I really am honored to be here as Jason's best man. I know quite a few of you here tonight, and for those of you that I have yet to meet, my full name is Ricky, would you like another drink? Being that this is a formal event, I really hope that you use my full name for the rest of the evening. The answer will most likely be yes. I first met Jason while we were in college at University of Portland. We became fairly decent friends as we had a few similar interests and, common friends. But we didn't really click until about 2005. I got to spend 7 months with Jason hiking the Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Maine. During that 2,174 mile adventure, we formed a bond like brothers. Spending that much time together in the mountains, going through that experience, really gives you a chance to get to know each other. There's not a lot to do but hike, and there's really only so much you can talk about day in and day out before you know each other's entire life story. And I think it's fair to say that we know almost everything there is to know about each other, things that I know have never been shared with others. Go on. So, yeah.
Just one.
You guys addressed me by my full name tonight, and you can probably find out some of those, somewhere that goes.
Somebody give this guy a drink.
Yeah. So I think it's fair to say that we know almost everything about each other. In all the years since, we've really only continued to build upon that bond. We've had countless adventures and experiences, so, I've had a really hard time having some good direction with the best man speech to how do I sum this guy up with all of that in a quick, 5 minutes, right? How do I paint a complete picture of Jason? Well, Jason and I also have a pretty big group of close friends, so I look to them for some direction, specifically the wedding party, and I started a group email chain asking them some of their favorite stories and some of their favorite thoughts about who is Jason Kennedy. Yes. The results were definitely awesome, and again, I'm definitely, stories are available later. I can't share them all here with the group, but with the help of his friends, I want to list some of my favorite things real quick that were mentioned in that email chain. I heard you heard about this too. Yeah, we have a leaker in the group, I guess. Jason, you'll get a copy, and actually Julianne and Jason, I'll forward it to you guys. But here's a quick list of some of my favorites. Jason has worn only one sweatshirt since birth. The blue Sierra Nevada sweatshirt. I wouldn't be surprised if he wore it instead of a suit to his wedding. And Jason obviously ended up in a suit, but I am pretty sure that he made the case to Julianne that blue Sierra Nevada sweatshirt was the proper attire for the evening. Jason spent weeks in front of the mirror learning the whip and nene in time for Riley's wedding. At this point, his choreography of the song and dance is impeccable. And I don't know who the DJ is, but I want to make sure you guys have it tonight so that Jason's effort in front of the mirror doesn't go to waste at his own wedding. Yeah. So I think he's gonna whip a nene tonight for us. Jason is the handiest man I've ever met. He can miraculously squeeze himself into really tight spaces while replacing bathtubs, all the while squeaking about how he's too fat to fit and nearly getting stuck.
Thanks, Carlos.
Jason's ability to get down on all fours and convince all dogs in the room that he too is a dog is something very special that everyone needs to experience. This one's Jason calls almonds almonds. Wow, I see this is bigger than I thought. He claims that the L is silent, and he knows this because he's from Chico. And, you know, I'm sorry, Jason, but I have the mic, and the words salmon and almond have nothing in common. The L is not silent. Yeah. Anyone that wants to settle that on the dance floor later tonight, I think that's an open invitation. Jason never hesitates to offer his help if you need it. He will spend 90% of his time generously working on other people's projects while neglecting his own. And in the end, your project will still only be 80% done, and you're going to have to finish it yourself. Well, I see we don't have to go very far. He knows who his friends are. But my favorite thing about Jason is his ability to create a great time out of any situation. He has a sweet, boyish giggle that will add a ray of sunshine to an otherwise cloudy day. Jason will always be there for you and will accept you for whoever you are without judgment. His knack for convincing you to stay out a bit longer, even though it's a work night, is simultaneously awesome and terrible, but either way, it's pretty much impossible to resist. Julianne, you have scored a great guy here tonight. Jason Kennedy is easily one of the best people that I know. He's intelligent, loyal, genuine, loving, and he has an uncanny ability to lose the cap of a nice bottle of whiskey when a celebration is in order. If there is ever an occasion that requires the support or participation of a friend, you can count on Jason being ready to go. Jason, I love you like a brother. I think you know this. Some of my best memories of my life include you, and I am stoked that you get to be a part of the rest, Julianne. I don't say that to other people very often. But there is one more thing I really want to touch on tonight that I think I need to address. So Jason and I, man, I love you, man. We've done a lot together in the last 15 years. And see, he's had this koozie that he's had with him, I mean, maybe since like 2003. And it's been fitting. I mean, it's really weird, you know, like you find that thing that just explains you and you get it. But in Jason's case, it happened to be a koozie that he found at the beach. And it's always made sense until now. And it said, I take my girlfriend with me everywhere, but she keeps finding her way back. That really fit for a long time. So I want to give you, as your best man tonight, Jason. I don't know if it's still around. I actually, since Julianne's been around, I don't think I've seen it in a while. But if it is still around, if you have it and you're somewhere in your garage, it's probably in your Land Cruiser or something. The land cruiser pile. I want to give you permission as your best man tonight to get rid of that. Because Julianne, welcome. I'd like to invite everyone to join me in a toast to the bride and groom. A toast to love and laughter and happily ever after. I love you, Jason and Julie.